Alright, so hopefully you've done the practice so far. If you haven't, don't watch this video. Go back and do the first few practice sessions. Okay? Alright, through Khan Academy, do the first two. Alright? Now, this is actually going to talk about the formula, and this is what we call the explicit formula. If you guys remember arithmetic, there's a, we talked about an explicit and recursive. I think the recursive formula is stupid, so I'm only going to make a video over the explicit formula. Okay? All the notations mean the same thing except with geometric. I told you there's this thing called R. So AN is the nth term we're finding. Okay. A1 is the first term. R is our common difference, which is our multiplication piece. It could also be division. Okay. Sorry. Common ratio. Difference was for arithmetic. It's called the common ratio. It's our multiplication piece. Okay, and n is the term that you're looking for. So it'd be like the fourth term, the fifth term is this, the sixth term is this. So it's the term number. Okay, so I'm going to go back to an example that I've been using, and it's going to be on a document I gave you. It's going to be the one that had 4, 12, 36, ... Okay, now we know that we can just keep multiplying by 3 over and over and over and over. The issue with just multiplying by 3 is it's only going to find the next term in the sequence. What if I wanted you to find something down here like the 10th term? Okay, yes, I can do this 10 times and I'll get there, but what if I said find the 30th term? You really don't want to do this 30 times, and so this is where we come to the formula. Okay, so again, AN is going to be the term we're looking for, so we're going to be talking about the 10th term. So I'm going to say A 10th for the 10th term is equal to A1, the first term right there. So 4, our common ratio, we've already looked at this one, to jump from one number to the next is multiplying by 3, so we would say 3 n minus 1. Now this is the formula. Now like I said, we're actually going to use this to find the 10th term. So this, see how there was a sub n and I put a 10 here? That means right here I'm going to put a 10 as well. I'm going to slide this up a little bit. So what I really have is 4 times 3 to the 10 minus 1. So 4 times 3 to the 9th. Now this is a really big number, so you are going to have to use a calculator. Okay, so give me a second because I did not have my calculator ready to go. Alright. So if they get real, I'm going to make sure that they don't get too big on you guys, but if they do, you might have an E with it. This one's not. This one doesn't though. So depending on your calculator, they may look different. Okay, 3 to the 9th. Once I type that into the calculator, is 19,683. And now I have to multiply it by 4 because that's the term that I started with. Again, using a calculator, if I multiply that by 4, I find that the 10th term of my sequence is 78,732. So arithmetic is easy. Numbers don't get too big because arithmetic is addition. But as soon as you start multiplying with a geometric sequence and you have a common ratio, these numbers will get drastically really big quickly. Or look at a few examples and you see they get really, really small really quickly. So again, here is the explicit formula. It's on a graphic organizer I gave you. A1 is the first term, R is the common ratio, N is the term number. Okay, the hardest part people struggle with is figuring out what R is for certain examples. Okay, so I did an easy example with you guys over common ratio. The hard one to watch out for is if it's fractions. So watch out for if your common ratio is fractions. And make sure that you use a calculator for some of these. Alright, if you have any questions, email me, let me know.